Hello everyone. Let's see if I can get the laptop to come up and see if I've gone live for you. Oh, it doesn't look like I have. Let's see. Maybe I'm not in the right spot. Come on in if you're just joining. I'm trying to get this up to see if anyone's here. Oh, okay, I did go live. Let me pull this up. Hello, happy Friday. I see Jean Orwig. So welcome. Anybody else out there? Give me a thumbs up. Hi, Mary Ellen, how are you? Hi, Laura. Come on in. It's time for just a break today. I have a clean and simple card that I think is really cute. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Nancy. Well, great. Hi, Anna. Thanks for coming in. So, we're just going to do real quick the perfect partners because I'm going to be using the fresh cut flowers with the fresh cut stems that is only on sale this month. It is the 6 stamp sets that already existed. Stampin' Up! Just brought dies out for them. The apple blossoms, which I've done quite a few, and on Wednesday I did the oranges, remember? The orange card. I did that. And then the one that I'm using today, which is the fresh cut flowers. This birthday piggy, I did a really cute little piggy on that. Trimming the tree, Waterfall Canyon, and Yeti to the Party. It's just these that are on sale, and they're on sale until the 30th of the month. So I just wanted to show you that because I'm doing another one right now. So let me pull this out. Here is the stamp set that I'm using, the fresh cut flowers. And I don't know if you remember me showing you how I did my lined when I did that card a few back. And I know I've done a few cards with this one too, but I've done one with this image. I think I may still have that one. Let me grab it real quick. If I do, oh, I do. Right here, where I did kind of the ombre effect on that. And then I did the big one, which those have been sent off to you guys already who want it. And so this time I'm going to concentrate on this image and some of the dies. And that is called Fresh Cut Flowers. Again, these dies are only available until the end of this month. I'm going to pair it with the Stylish Shapes dies, which has the squares, the circles, and then the flags. And I'm going to be using 2 of the circles, the 2 largest circles, and then kind of the medium flag die here. And then since this set doesn't have a sentiment and I wanted a sentiment, I'm going to be using the thank you from the Go-To Greetings. So those are the ones that I'll be using today. So let's see, let's pull out the kit. Okay, I have, to begin with, some petal pink here. This is going to be, and do I have this cut right? This is not cut to size, so let's pull in. I thought it felt a little big. Let's pull this in. So I want 5.5. We'll trim that down. You know how you get used to doing something and then you can just tell it's not cut right? Okay, so 5.5 by 8.5, and then I'm just going to fold it at 4 1/4 here to make the card base. Okay. And then, so these are new to the catalog and the dies. And the dies that I used, or well, I will be using, let's start with that. I took some Calypso Coral and I just did this little die here to make that pretty little delicate kind of, you know, I'm not even sure what it is, like if it's like a flower of some sort. So I used that one for this. And then we're going to use this one. I have a piece of basic white that is scrap. And this stamp, that's that image that I was showing you because I was trying to use a different image. And I just want to use Calypso Coral. I'm going to stamp it in Calypso Coral. This would be what I would call one of my quick notes, quick cards. So stamp it in here. And while I have this ink out, I'm going to show you, that's that stitched banner. I've got one pre-cut, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp that thank you. It's easier to do it the other way where you stamp it and then you put the die on it first, but we'll see how good I am. I may be cutting another one, huh? Actually, that's what I had this out for. I want to see if I've got my... Let me try to stamp this straight. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to just stamp it right in the middle. Hopefully. I've got the halo effect. I'm going to turn it over. That means I pressed too hard. There we go. Okay. So both of those are stamped in Calypso Coral. And then let's take this, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Cut emboss machine. This is the mini. And I'm going to line this up. And my favorite way to do this, I always keep on my lights here some extra washi tape. This is just old retired washi tape. And I use it to kind of put that in place. So the building blocks say when you're doing a die cut is you want to have base number 1, 2 number 2s. So it shows it right there. And then you want your paper and your die. So I'm going to stick this on here. Put my number 2 down, my cutting plate. Put that on top of it. And what did I forget? I always teach this and then I forget it. Take your silicone mat on your mini and put it down underneath of the mini, and it helps it from sliding. So I'm going to push that in until I get a start on the plates and just run it through. This just helps this from sliding around. Okay. I like to have it handy. Has everyone got big plans for the weekend? And then I reuse my washi tape several times. Okay, so we have our image cut out. We have the other image cut out. These are the only 2 dies I used out of this set for this card. I went ahead and I cut a basic white and another petal pink. This is the largest from the Stylish Shapes. This is the largest circle. This is the second one. And I'm going to glue them together. Put a little glue down here. Down at the bottom. So instead of centered, I'm gluing it down at the bottom. Okay. All right, let's take a look. I have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Calypso Coral, and then I can tell this does not line up, so I'm going to bring my trimmer again. So I just want like a little 1/8 inch border. So if that was 4, I'm going to go 3 7/8. Trim this down. And if that is 5 1/4, then I want to do 5 1/8. And it looks like it's actually 5 1/8. We're pretty close too, huh? So let's just see if that lines up. Because I just want a little 1/8 inch border. Now this DSP is actually from our Design a Daydream 12 by 12. This is like a quadruple pack here of DSP, and you can earn this for free with a qualifying order or a party. And the paper that I chose is this petal pink in here. On the back side it has the beautiful flowers in a Blackberry Bliss, and I just chose the petal pink side, so that looks like that matches up really well. And I want to adhere these two together. When I glue, I've had a couple of questions, so I'm just going to tell you, when I glue, I try to do like maybe 1/4 of an inch from the edge. That way it gives me a minute to kind of wiggle it around into place. And also, it adheres very well without smooshing out so much. So I've had a couple of questions on that lately. So if I put the bead of glue on the side, there we go. So see, I've got just this really 1/8 inch border on here, and it gave me a minute to kind of wiggle it around into place to get that where I wanted it. Okay, bringing in the base, I'm just going to adhere this now to the card base. Same thing. The only time I usually do a little extra glue, because this stuff is pretty sticky, is if it's been like you do an embossing folder and it's raised, so I get more surface area adhered down. Okay, perfect. Just center that in. See? When I moved it, it wiggled. All right, now I'm going to take the 2 circles from the Stylish Shapes, and I'm going to adhere them, get a little wider out here, down. And normally I'm not a big center girl, but this one I really did like kind of centered just a slight bit high. So again, you got a minute or two to get that into the place that you want. All right, now we're left with, well, what happened to my sentiment that we stamped? It didn't go under here, did it? Did you guys see it go anywhere? Let me stop and see. Where did it go? This thing, I don't see it. Did it get stuck on my... Isn't that crazy? Let's just cut another one and do it again. So I still have that piece of scrap, and we'll just run it through quickly. And it's this medium one here from the Stylish Shapes. You know, I wonder if it got stuck to that other card. that I was showing? Who knows? It'll just take a minute. Okay, let me grab that scrap paper back. Let me grab the Calypso Coral and the thank you back. This time, I'm going to clean it off and try not to press so hard. You really only need to tap. So, let me just do, there you go. Less on there. Now, even that was too much tapping. So kind of center it again. Stamp it down. No problem, right? Do you guys have that happen to you? It happens like all the time. I'm holding something and then all of a sudden it's not there anymore. So I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to adhere this down with a glue dot. You could do a little bit of the little dots on here if you wanted to, but it's not going to matter so much to me. And I think I'm just going to have it kind of right in that section. And on this one, I will take a little bit of the green glue here. Now each one of these that I've made, because I've made them in different colors, come out just a little bit different, just depending on what you like for placement. So there, see that one's going to kind of be trapped underneath of it, but then it gives a little bit of that color. Let's bring in some dimensionals. I wonder if it went underneath of my, I have the Stampin' Up! Storage, and I wonder if it went underneath of that. So then I'm going to take these off. We're going to put some dimensionals on here. There we go. And come back right here at the bottom and just have a thank you. Now I'm going to hold this up here in just a second. Let's use some, I love, and I'm almost out, I go through these quite a bit. This is the brushed metallic adhesive backed dots is what they're called. And for this one, I really like using the kind of coppery one. So I'm just gonna start off here, and then I'm gonna have to open up another one so that I can get some new, and I'm gonna use the large ones on this. And I'm just using the palette end to pick up my or the spatula. What is it, a palette or a spatula, I wonder? Okay, there we go. So I just put 3. So it's very clean and simple. It doesn't really take a whole lot, a little bit of die cutting, but what a cute little card. You could use the same, in fact, let's see if I have some. I do. Let's use the same paper. Let me grab an envelope here, and you can use the same paper so that you get kind of a unified look. I love it when you have your supplies out and ready to go, that you can just come in here and add some DSP right onto the back of your envelope. I do the same thing, about a 1/4 inch around. I add it right to the envelope when I do it, and then put that on, let that adhere. have a matching envelope with your card. Isn't this side pretty too? There's actually a stamp set that goes with this too. It's a host stamp set of these flowers. I should make something with that. I chose the colors that I chose because we're getting to that orangey fall time period. So look at that. Now you have a card and a envelope to match. Isn't that awesome? Very cute. I chose that orangey color of the petal pink, which is kind of like a peachy color, and added the Calypso coral just for a little bit of contrast to it. But so cute, so simple. And of course, you can create it any way you want to. If you want to add some ribbon to it, if you want to add something else to it. But I just think it's adorable just like that. I hope that showed very good. Let's see. Hi, Lori. I see you're here. You're not late. It's okay. So again, you guys, let me just pull this out and tell you what I used. I had the Stylish Shapes, which are super fundamental. I think this is super wonderful die set. I used the Fresh Cut Flowers. You can find this in the annual catalog, but if you go on to the online store, you're going to see that they have some dies that match this right now, and it's only available till the end of the month. And then I used, this is one of my favorite stamp sets of all time, the Go-To Greetings. It's got Happy Birthday in different fonts. It's got Just a Note in different fonts. Thinking of You. You can use Thinking of You for anything, even sympathy. And then a thank you. So, and it has this little hello, which I know fits into that little bitty punch we have. Where's that punch? This is like the best little punch. So cute. So those are the products that are used. Remember that the die set is only available until the end of September. So where are we at now? We've got like maybe a week left. I think there's a week and a day or something left of the month. So those go through, and it goes through with these other stamp sets also. And then on top of it, there's weekly deals going on right now, and they go just through the 28th of this month. So when you click onto my online link, you will find the weekly deals, and it'll take you, you can take a look and see what those are. Also, just since while I'm getting this into it, World Card Making Day, they do have 3 stamp sets and dies that if you buy the bundle pack, you get free iridescent basic pearls to go with that the company's sending. So there's a lot of good things going on. If you have any questions, please let me know. That's it for today. Now, next week, I will not be having a parfait for those of you who follow regularly. It's actually my birthday, and we're doing a little bit of a family thing, so I will not be available for a parfait. I will, however, be coming next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for a regular Facebook Live. So you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next week, 7 p.m. Central Time, right here. Bye-bye.